Welcome Mktcoin community. This is a message from Anonymous. Mktcoin, MLM, is the cryptocurrency of China. That's right, the official cryptocurrency of China DCEP of the Central Bank of China. ISUR MLM, better known as Mktcoin, the Paydiamond scam. But before you take this reliable information as a fallacy, listen carefully, and look at the following information. In December 2014, the idea of a multi-level with extraordinary profits, backed by investment from the purchase and sale of diamanceros, thus Paydiamond emerged. At the forefront as CEO ING, Carlos Cesar Luis, expert in the diamond business. Do you remember how you retractatois erases the business? Minimum investment of $200, earnings of 150% per year, and 50% in binary. Nobody could dresses thighs offer, and thus, the campana grew more and more until it spread into Brazil, and Latin America, Africa, Europe and Asia. Do you remember the countries? Mostly poor. Bolivia, Peru, Nicaragua, Argentina, Nigeria, Pakistan, Spain, Italy and many more benefited manipul, made hundreds of people millionaires. The greatest wish in the words of its CEO, that it be better distributed wealth among the people. The objective, to growth is multi-level on an international scale, to cover the largest number of countries and people. But what happened and why? We will try to explain it in an easy and brief way. The headquarters of this business, Hong Kong. How did this company? Payments of a Euro exchange MasterCard electronic wallet, which was cancelled by an anti-money laundering law that was enacted in the European Union. It mainly prohibited the sending of money to Latin America and other countries. Afterwards were told that Euro exchange would become a bank. In order to facilitate transactions and thus, if happened, but once this happens, again there are obstacles to it to international law. The size were the cryptocurrency payment alternative arises, and Theberthoth ICO Mktcoin in 2017, for its September convention in Mexico was already announced, but the most relevantful, is the time it was created and how quickly it is positioned on CoinMarketCap as of January 2018. If 2018 key and crucial year, why? I want you to take a closer look at the cover of The Economist magazine dated January 9 to 15, 1988. A phoenix that refers to the Jiangjiant of China, and at its feet stacks of dollars, the currency of the nation of the United States of America burning. But most importantly, a gold coin in it just and a date on the inscription, the year 2018. Coincidence? I don't think so. 30 years in advance this was planned. Yes, 30 years in advance. This wonderful business of diamonds was created with the solely objective of bringing together a larger community for the creation of a cryptocurrency. A community that all over the world but also to watch our job meaning to multiply it by millions and so on. Meanwhile, it will gownedist and seen as just another cryptocurrency of Telet. But its purpose is actual use of this cryptocurrency with country of China. Stop and analyze this. They needed a millionaire basinist that would gather community all over the world in the shortest possible time. Do you remember when I started Paydiamond? In December 2014. Look now at this note and what it says below. The start of the development of DCEP can be traced back to 2014. It was at that time in which Bob proposed the idea of creating a digital currency. Bank's then director, Zhou Xiaochuan, pioneered the idea and established the world's first official institution for the research and development of legal digital currency, the Central Bank's Digital Currency Institute. The objective of this research group was to improve the Chinese yuan system with blockchain technology. This, while China was already beginning to apply her sanctions against Bitcoin and free cryptocurrencies. In 2014 its creation is proposed, and in that year payment begins, but do you remember why it ended? The CEO himself said that China's government's restrictions in cryptocurrencies were preventing him from continuing the business. The truth is that China began its restrictions in BTC and other cryptocurrencies in 2017. See this note from September of this year. In recent weeks Bitcoin has been subject to strict regulations in China. The country is thought must register transactions of these virtual currency. According to the National Committee of Experts in Internet Finance Security now, the Chinese authority is ordered Beijing-based Bitcoin exchanges not registering new users and announcing the closure of their operations between of September. In early September, the Central Bank of China outlawed initial coin offerings, ICOs, platforms must be startups token and financing through cryptocurrencies. What would be all use of cryptocurrencies? Simple, to give Wesley an exclusive light of DCEP of China. Coincidence? No. While in China they restricted all use of cryptocurrency to the other side of the world, Feberthoff Mktcoin as an ICO was announced at the Palladium in Mexico convention in September 16, 2017. And what happened to Euro exchange? Wariel the lost had truncated monetization with Fiskard by chance. Once again NO. The same people who had truncated payments for Euro exchange are the same eons hoded Natalo that after having a large communitato conti a business so prosperous, off almost speak, the same eons will planadalthes 30 years in advance in the Economist magazine Thefel off the dollar and Theberthoff a new currency that will rule the world, the elite, federal government, the bank, the deep state, illumination whatever you want to call them. They do not want equitable distribution of wealth, despite the good intentions that CEO Carlos Cesar Luis Camito have at the time. A high need Athene needed us, Takria tech community for their currency, and we were and continue to be used vilely. From its birth, Mktcoin quickly positioned itself in its first exchange CCEX. You will remember that a leader's knocked down her price at which it came out, $10, and Carlos Cesar Luis said, they will regret it. He washed Rosario this statement because he already inubitred an united destination of Mktcoin. For January 2018 in record time it goes up toko in market cap. Coincidence that it came up so soon? No. Meanwhile, China continued with its bans in cryptocurrencies, which is with the company is forced to close. More coincidences? I do not think so. By August 2018 it was themed off Palladium. Theme accuse accept a yes or yes contract to move your balance without any option to them Mktcoin cryptocurrency, thus forcing the entire community to have it without any option. Everything was prepared. An author company called Liefenblock would be in charge of making the pending payments in the cryptocurrency on the Mktcoin platform. The price for each cryptocurrency, $15. In exchange for this, the network is all to us company, and we are presented with a new investment multi-level tower quiz. Few almost no only understood what happened, and the leaders didn't report in detail. The truth is the Taranto states, another country ally of China Wasil Satalkan Gabut regulations in cryptocurrencies in his country. Wasid case that he also had plans to launch his cryptocurrency? Let's read. Russia, Vladimir Putin says mandatory crypto regulation will begin July 1st. The Russian government's law on cryptocurrency should begin no later than July 1. President Vladimir Putin has said. Its introduction will put an end to years of uncertainty in which cryptocurrencies, along with private and corporate investors, are in a gray zone, while local authorities in Russia make various contradictory moves to decide which aspects were legal and not. The operation of crypto markets is linked to specific risks, and at the national level the regulation of these areas essential. Do you remember the words of Carlos Cesar Luis in his final conferences and his negotiation with the ministers of country that adopted that currency? The appointment October 2018. Let's hear it.
Yo tengo que me preocupar, ¿ok? La gente pregunta cuándo voy a cobrar mi dinero, o sea, la compañía cuándo me va a pagar, Pay Diamond, O sea, no han comprendido que está pagando.
Sí, está pagando.
Es diferente el pago a la diferente el cambio de la moneda por dinero.
Sí, la diferencia de cambio. Nosotros estamos todos trabajando para poder valorizar nuestra moneda, valorar nuestra moneda, pero es un trabajo que nosotros tenemos por las próximas semanas o meses, pero estamos haciendo mucha cosa para poder valorarlo. Y yo creo que en los próximos meses nosotros vamos a tener ahí sorpresas buenísimas, pero estamos trabajando y trabajando mucho duro en todo eso. Y yo voy até hablar algo acá a ustedes que no debería, pero voy a hablar. Yo tengo una reunión, ¿cómo se habla? Una cita.
Una reunión.
Una reunión. Yo tengo una reunión con este nuevo país, ya desierto, con la carta presidencial y todo más, para outubro. Por lo tanto, agora al fin de setembro, yo já tenho reunião com o Ministério, com todo, e tenho um encontro com o presidente desse país em outubro, na primeira semana de outubro. Às vezes me sale muita coisa em italiano, né? Prima settimana, passa. Então, nós temos muito trabalho para fazer. Estamos trabalhando duro para que tudo suceda bem. Todavia, é um trabalho. Ainda temos muito que fazer.
Many believed him, many more did not. The truth is that he continued to maintain contact with the leaders closest to him and gave many of them confidential information without revealing details. By January 2019, Onave's famous expansion leaders make his thesis statements and inadvertently sheds more light on the fate of Mktcoin. Let's listen.
Y algunos están grabando y deberán de grabarlo, no importa. Porque le estoy diciendo que 100% seguro la moneda Mktcoin va a subir. Sí o sí, porque yo soy trader y sé hasta dónde apunta. Número 2, Carlos César Luis sigue impulsando la Mktcoin en los países del mundo. La gente luego dice, no, que en octubre dijo que no. Y donde la respuesta ya no está, ya no hay respuesta. La gente se desespera. Esto no es de la noche a la mañana. La cita era en octubre. ¿Qué pasó? Solamente Carlos Luis lo sabe. ¿Se cerró o no la negociación? No sabemos. Puede que sí, puede que no, puede que esté en espera. Pero el compromiso de Carlos Luis es colocar esta moneda mínimo en 3 países. Y yo estoy seguro que lo va a hacer. Ni siquiera dudo tampoco de Carlos Luis porque lo conozco. Entonces, la gente que dijo que esto ya murió, pues es muy fácil decirlo.
Here it no longer talks about a country, but at least 3 countries. Could it be that Russia, one of China's allied countries, would also adopt the use of a cryptocurrency? Let's see this information from the year 2017. Bitcoin newspaper. October 2017. Russian President Shasket to create state a cryptocurrency, the crypto ruble. It will be a digital currency of legal tender in the country. Russian President Vladimir Putin has asked his cabinet to create a state-issued cryptocurrency, the crypto ruble. The date October 2017, just a month after the birth of the ICO Mktcoin. Another coincidence? I do not think so. Nor was it a coincidence that Mktcoin was about to enter Graviex, a Russian exchange house, and that it was voted to such a degree that it reached a second place, being about under. Bad luck? Lack of support? No. Everything planned and engineered, re-added to enter the next round, so I see it more logical, who in the community will vote and put harmony in for this to happen. Few, most have left and believe this a scam and basket case, few have faith in it and support it. Just look at the official telegram post, there is no positive response. After Pay Diamond left, life in block arrived at that all thought fit percentage of earnings that few understood. It did not last long because there was very little response, very few activations, and must often distrust the leaders, and with good reason, and also what called be monetized without problems in bitcoins. Phoebasinas didn't agree to its CEO, of Russian origin Bodan Tarasov. As he explained in a video on YouTube, the agreement of at least 3% of activations wasn't achieved, and the maintenance expenses off the platform amounted to $100,000 per month, This and more caused Lifeline toned after 9 months, seeing Gitsend in March 2019. Several leaders are aware that both Tarasov did not want to pay their remaining bills, and although I do not defend him, it is worth mentioning that Carlos Cesar Luis influenced at significant to settle payments in BTC or Mktcoin both this time at the precio of CoinMarket. What did Carlos Cesar Luis tell both Tarasov to make him give in? Apart from threatening to report him to the authorities, he told him for good that it was convenient for him to pay since that Mktcoin currency in a short time would be worth a lot. Did he tell you about country or countries that adopted? Without a doubt, otherwise Bodhan wold no they'd Profoth is that those who accept payment in BTC never received anything. Instead those who accepted payment in MLM had their payments deposited in 3 issues. Where do they believe? Yes, on the Mktcoin.org platform, from which we have not been allowed to withdraw for a long time, not a single currency from balance, and curiously, Lifeline deposit the payment off the package just at the balance. No one has been able to collect those payments until today. Fellas appearance of Carlos Cesar Luis were in March 2019. He met at 2 presentations in ZOM, one for Felipe Campos' team and another for Gilberto Arellano's team. In these Zooms, he said that negotiations with country would take even longer due to the laws of that country. That we should whittle 8 year more. Another coincidence? No. By the end of the summer, China enacted its new cryptographic law. We couldn't turn into force for the year 2020. And it certainly started trading and making big moves this year. But what more evidence do we have that China is the country that adopted her Mktcoin currency? This news with the respective coincidency of movements of T-currency in South Exchange. Let's see. More coincidences? By no means, the Sisonoft has strongest dividends, howled by this going for millions. And if there were will hope for what? What is ability would they give it? Now, assuming that if there is own and usability, have they will read observant the movements in detail? A minimum of purchase of coins at a price often sub Satoshi in the same minute and second for the most part. Beautif this note not know, how about this? Why increase the supply of a coin that is worth nothing and has no usability? Now supply 2167 million coins in circulation and maximum 10 billion MLM. Do you know what the population of China is today? 330 million inhabitants. This if it makes more sense, right? 10 billion coins for 330 million inhabitants at $15. Now surely you will understand theories and for mining and its opposite change from potopos mining, so that will cold all mine it at home with the night problem and without the need for a team. Sophisticated. And I say course because everything Wazel reality planet from the beginning. Stake mining gives year words of on 1,407 tycoons while nota mining gives year words of 5,144. Before the wear a daily, no every 3 or 4 days, for each block of 100,000 coins. Do you remember how many notes Vore Pushed to configure to stabilize mining? 3,000 notes minimum, and thus be able to evaluate. Promises and nothing without keeping us. 3,000 nodes times 200, 0,000,000 or 600, 0,000,000 million coins in the hands of the miners. Can you imagine those who thought the seeded estro off coins? Hundreds of millions of coins, would hold want a bit to be a junk coin from a scam? If I worry enough to observe the movements of purchase and sale and thebalumi of currency in self-exchange, you will have a notice that rose to 80 or more than 100 million and thilo where it arisi again and it was the twayformance. Feminer selfier coins and they take it away from yous without further to accumulate it and sell it at the price of gold. Now you understand that we have been used, and we continue to be used and vilely deceived. Why did they lower the coin to Latoshis? Tomak is despair even more, and future coins up for sale. And now you can see itis at its lowest point, price image and self-exchange, while in coin market cap the presentus with another price. Image from coin market. I sent this just another joke? But lowering the price to Latoshis and starting this pandemic, it became almost impossible for Mana to maintain payment of nodes, because what is actually key aperto by the current system to mine it, which is when Mana nodes begin to lose their configuration. That and coupled with the desynchronization of portfolios, caused Mana to abandon mining. Rumor Sarosi and Discord befeel Lega developers that there were no resources to fix them, and to be able to create iOS and Android wallets. So together with unscrupulous leaders that plotted target money from the common ID, $20,000 of BTC to be able to pay programmers who did work, so they were risking for $10, $20 etc. The most absurd lie and the most vile hoax to keep loading us. After the hate-off lie, a supposed forked currency to launch a supposed Mktcoin cash. After discovering this, honest leaders took on the task of reporting in support of Mktcoin. Was there a response? Yes, despite the mockery and negativity of money. Mktcoin's Twitter posted the following. As a result of this, Alice Casuso de Leon scammer, together with her entourage, left the Telegram group and create another channel to continue with her deception and even delete her profile photo. Images from her channel, and they certainly can jet their representative staff on Mktcoin in Telegram and on Discord. But the complaints in support of Mktcoin continued and continue at this day. And this time with direct messages to the privat of Carlos Cesar Luis. It worked. Of course, we have never before had so many communications in Twitter, Discord and Telegram. Some contradictory but finally answer. To the degree of pressing and demanding in support and direct of Carlos Cesar Luis, no its technical developer is the presence of the engineer behind the project. Do you think that I really abandoned it? I isn't it more logical to think that he is still behind him and hides like a coward so as not to show his face in view of the delay and the demons that were presented to him in Thepes by the Argentine legal officer, Moyano and Lick Antonio Machado in Mexico and surely others more? If he isn't, why so much insistency in denying him and making us believe that he abandoned the project? Could it be that they are hiding it? Ah, but yes. Its technical developer pressures us to configure more nodes. Set up more nodes for a project that will abandoned and another well-intentioned papa picked up just like that. Why? It is the hate of mockery. It turns out that Hittite is a project that is worth nothing that has no direction, but that is if I start configuring nodes and giving us more coins in mining. Do you understand now that they need us and continue at need us? But what about Mktcoin.org platform? As a result of the complaints and claims, enough to demonstrate at the Mktcoin.org site and the back office return, as hundreds of letters have once again been pressured, attacked, threatened and more be their partners when the site disappeared completely. Feckerant's evaluation and support response from Cohen Weasels are required, so the hundreds of thousands could be cashed out. Again a second wave of messages into support of Mktcoin and deprivation of Carlos Cesar Luis. Did he get a response? Yes, although half and letting Sithit will continue to it. Mktcoin.org site returned, but the back office did not. Itis a response like saying, calm down, let's go, and nothing, keep waiting and long. And do you know why the back office does no return? Think for a moment, it contains millions of coins paid by Paydiamod but no that, Butal Sothico and Spade be life and block, and do not confuse with other, are also the coins that thousands and thousands of letters bought in South Scange with their own resources and Huto could carry off them in the back office of Mktcoin. Do you realize that the millions and millions of coins that this platform has? Did you know that this platform isn't dominating for them also from behind and that only if you realized it? Yes, they are using Galore coins contained in Mktcoin.org to mine, and they give us absolutely nothing. Some leaders for sending their coins to save, and up to the external balance receive it awards of multiples of 10,000 or 100,000 coins. This is true, and many witness at this. Was it convenient for them? No. That is with a cosito disappeared, but more than 3 months they've passed, and the truth is that they continue to mine our coins, and apparently they do not have a slight test intention of returning back office of Mktcoin. They want us to believe that it has been stolen, that it is lost, that the previous developers are responsible, etc. The truth is thought for them it would be very convenient for every usage of editor. One more scam, and we keep the coins for more work and our personal purchase. But hats if we sell it and exchange it at the price of gold. Now they release a new statement, the greatest of absurdities to try to confuse us. Twitter announcing a supposed new development or project for the coin. New development? Another project? When a few months ago they told us that the currency would be valued in a big way that it was time to buoy and accumulate. Told it or give us the cope to grace of lowering the coin to Latoshi's, tenths of Satoshi. Mockery after mockery, lie after lie. The uncertained hinges that the Mktcoin currency already fluctuates in international markets. It has value and it is not presented as in Latoshis, without an evolo. Do you think it's a lie? Ask yourself. Because it lives in South Exchange and has no internet at their exchange houses? Despite the fact that it has been miraculously in second place as the gravy exchange in Russia. The answer is clear because South Exchange manipulates it at will and nobody can do anything about it. They lower it to the ground to snatch it from theminers, and only allow the exchange house to be bought or sold. But then you will tell me, no, we have already entered Crex 24 and the new Venezuelan house. Yet no thermocary, thegria test mockery. Shito was not operate in those houses because if a price to was not reach of any Satoshi. Who is going to want to be a coin worth 10 times more? They continue to manipulate and control her at will, while playing with the motion soft commonality, already quite hurt and beaten. We are excited with vote yes, vote will ready entered Crex 24. Vote if we vote we are going to enter a Russian house, and nothing at the end of the day. At Habutia can no exchange your coins in cryptocurrency and live for products. Who wants products? Don't you want our investment or return? Another macri of commonality and everything to snatch our coins without any financial remuneration. But where do you claim that the currency fluctuates and has value outside of South Exchange? Check this information QFS, Quantum Financial System. Do you know what is the means of transnational payments of 70 countries and banks worldwide? The SWTF system used by the USA, but also at the same time used for sanctioning. This system is now obsolete. What new transnational payment system has been designed? The QFS, the Quantum Financial System. Read below the headline everything you need to know about the new QFS financial system. The QFS is a financial system created by the Chinese engineering teams in collaboration with engineering teams from other alliance members. A system that is intended to replace central banking and cover the new global network for transfer of gold or asset-backed money, initiated by Russia and China to replace the US-controlled SWIFT system. Another mere coincidence. No, remember the cover of The Economist magazine. This QFS was designed by Chinese engineers, and I salaried use it today for international Remember the cover of The Economist magazine. This QFS was designed by Chinese engineers, and I salaried use it today for international transactions. That's what we are to serve out them Mktcoin currency already fluctuates and has value, while we are presented with no value and movement. But that yes, they keep taking in front of us. The objective is clear. To hit the old US dollar and for China to lend the beginning of the payment soft QFS. 4 years now, China and Russia have accumulated in soft gold for the next monetary reset, and thus return to the gold standard. Another detail had you undoubtedly know about our currency estate engineers from India designed them Mktcoin. Hence Mana thought that India was the country that adopted it. However, India was part of an experiment to demonetize the country, and do all your digital payments. But no think about this, India also talked about launching a cryptocurrency. Could it be fate merging countries are united in this cryptocurrency? China and Russia on conditionalities, India as currency, Brazil, the place in Kradloff payment business, and we in line need South Africa to say that BRICS are in this. Another coincidence? I do not think so. But the rather really important thing is that you wake up Mktcoin community. Open Ureas and real as a Thatharius no other project for Mktcoin. The Titus Diltsamethatites CEO states since its inception and that you believe in him. The Titus a lie that it has been abandoned and the Titus also a lie that Carlos Luis no longer this. He is very aware and continues to be in front, subordinate yes, but in front. Are you going to lead your coins be stolen lost or misplaced now thought you know how valuable they are? We arose and use it for the creation of their cryptocurrency and for their mining as well, Fini need us and continue to need us. But in return we have a receipt of insults, demands, threats, grievances, some of their beatings, attacks, shootings, and other shavelos their life as be homicide or suicide, families divided, due to this scam, which has money and enough to pay us. The last warning message to Carlos Cesar Luis was clear. Bring out high information and sue no longer for fraud, but for damage just by use and abuse of an international community. No the tuke no thefafati of Mktcoin, join this collective protest and claim. Download this video and make it viral before they delete it. Spread the word to all former Paydiamon partners and together let's press Mktcoin support and Carlos Cesar Luis private. Let's join forces for a class action lawsuit in international courts for crimes against the commonity that we are humanity. Sooner or later they will validate and the truth will be known. Then we'll be prepared with a large list of damages to be economically remunerated. This added to the payment of their investments plus accrued interest. I despair. Weidman the valuation of Mktcoin coin at $15 minimum. Weidman thought our return to the back office of Mktcoin.org. Weidman that support promptly access the council fetch partner and dwarf the fact that many have already lost their mail due to time that has elapsed. Weidman that if the coin is not valued at $15, the payment be adjusted to the number of coins deposited. It's only fair for time that has passed. They demand a detailed investigation of Temestides and robberies of Alice Casuso de Leon from the community together with her accomplices and their respective execution offer. Weidman the same 400 soft pseudo-leaders only stole and deceived the community for their own benefit and who hid vital information that the former CEO asked to transmit at the time. We no longer want laundry massages or massages of Merry Christmas and mockery where overnight now if I enter a new Venezuelan exchange house and cannot operate. Now they release a statement with a makeover. What is real life the intent? Make us believe a thought this starts from scratch, and to keep everything from us and then value it. Or do they want to change our currency and pay us nothing? They just want to confuse more. We want and demand valuation of them Mktcoin currency because Ethereum is money and plenty of it, and itis being said to launder money internationally. Mktcoin is the currency of China. I repeat Mktcoin is the China's currency has a value, it fluctuates by QFS and the exchange it at the price of gold will do not present it without any value. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget.